Check 1, 2. Testing. Yes. Microphone on, please.
What would it be like if Steven Stevens, if I did the whole episode with Steven Stevens?
Just Steven.
It's
like with like Will Ferrell and like, he has like a podcast as
Ron Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Yeah.
Ron Burgundy.
That would be hard for you, right? Like you would be
I think actually my face would start to hurt. Like talking with a lisp I've gotten a lot better at it because I've done it so much. But
I think it'd be harder for Adam than Chris.
Yeah, probably so. We should do an episode.
It'd be fun to try sometime.
We should do an episode where we do segments with the characters.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Like I gotta do.
Hey, if you like that idea, put that in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you like that idea. We do comment of the week with Pastor Bobby.
Yeah.
We hear a story from Steven Stevens.
Yeah.
Chad comes in with a little Chad Vice.
Tom could come in.
Oh my God.
Did you say Chad Vice?
Yeah.
Is that a coined phrase already?
Is that a what?
Is that already a coined phrase?
Yeah, didn't I say that?
You said it, I think.
Yeah, something about.
Yeah, because that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. The Chad Vice for it.
I said a Chadvertisement.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's John. That's a John Posey gave me that idea.
Oh, that's funny.
Sorry for the Chadvertisement here. Actually, why am I apologizing for leveling you up?
Chad, you get any advice for someone who's starting out on a podcast that really wants it to hit big?
You just have to rise and grind. It's about consistency. Okay, a lot of people think greatness is about just being great. No. Greatness is consistency. Okay? So just keep doing it day in, day out, rising and grinding. The grind includes Friday, okay?
You didn't say anything. You just kept repeating.
Exactly. That's what Chad.
What are you talking about? He said consistency.
He said it like 3 different ways.
And that's true. It's truth. He spoke truth. Thank you, Chad.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. I got a funny story for you guys.
I'd love to hear it.
Didn't really tell you. So a couple weeks
hold
ago.
on. Are you telling this to Chris or to Chad or to Steven?
Chad's gone. We lost him. He's
Chad,
on to the next
Chad.
opportunity.
Yeah.
He's got to work.
So you and I were in Dallas.
Okay.
And from Dallas, I flew to LA.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I flew to LA to do a show. I had a club show at Flappers Comedy Club, and then I had a church show in Santa Barbara.
Right.
All right. So I'm trying to keep the price down because I wasn't making just a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And
like you normally do.
Just like I normally do. But just like trying to keep the price down.
Sure.
Trying to keep the price down. And so LA there are several airports that you could fly into.
Okay.
LAX is an airport.
Just you saying trying to keep the price down is so funny to me because I would just like, why wouldn't you always be trying to keep the price down?
I'm not great at that. Okay.
Right.
Oh, I'm paying for the travel.
Right. Oh, sure.
A lot of times it's like a church. It's just
They'll
price
book it
plus
or whatever.
travel.
Or,
Yeah. So right. Good point.
I was more of a contrast in our
that's
approach
true.
to life.
That's true. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Chris is trying to keep the price down when it comes to groceries,
I was
cars,
keeping the price
houses.
down is basically my way of living.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So
you
why
are a
would
better
you need-
steward of your money than I am. Okay, it's fine. But I would say some of us have had more fun.
You're better at making money, and I'm better at saving.
That's true.
Maybe
We'll
that's-
see who has the bigger regrets at the end of our lives.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good
You've
point.
been on a lot more vacations than I have.
That's true. That's true. But I got a lot left inheritance I need to leave because just the 2 kids and I did. Our friend Abby Rawlings, she did say that I should be your manager after we talked about it on that episode the other day.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to come up with a proposal for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want my help with that?
So yes, you can. I'm flying. So here are the options. I can fly into LAX.
Yeah.
That's the main airport.
Right.
I can fly into Burbank, which is where the first show is. That's a smaller airport, but it's more expensive.
Okay.
But it's a really simple airport. To
It's
get in and
smaller
out of.
airport.
It is smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Burbank. Pop up. I can fly into John Wayne Airport, which is in Orange County.
Yeah.
Which is a really nice airport. Very, very easy to get in and out of. So those are my options. My car, the best deal I could get for my car was to pick it up at LAX.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we got the flight and the car. I did not know there is another airport, Ontario,
Yes.
not Canada, Ontario.
I have flown into that airport
You have,
before.
yes. So I was just like, that's the best price. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly.
Oh.
Is that one far? Am I looking for my watch?
That's an alarm.
That is a.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
this is
everyone.
embarrassing,
This
everyone.
is
Someone's alarm
This is.
is going off.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my.
Gary's son
wow.
has made an alarm for daily Bible reading at 4 p.m. That's when everyone reads their Bible to just keep the day going.
He's not even here.
It's not even
Yeah.
here. Okay.
He just wanted. He did that for us, probably.
Yeah, he was reminding us to read our Bibles.
Oh yes, everybody. Hey, if you're listening
Hey,
to
they're
this
going to
podcast,
be on this podcast.
it's time to
Stop.
read your
Pull
Bible.
over.
So Ontario. So I book it.
Yeah.
All right. But I got to keep the car at LAX. That's what
Oof.
the best price is. And so I'm like, that's fine. No big deal. I've done this before. Like you fly into another airport and you just get a Uber or you ride a bus to the, yeah.
but hold on. This airport's a lot further inland.
I didn't
Isn't it?
know that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it was like a $100 Uber.
It was going to be like $200 for an Uber.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Yeah. So I look up the next option, which is a series of buses.
You just have to show up a day early.
So I get to Ontario, wherever that's at, and I got to get on the first bus. I get on it. I ride it for about 20 minutes. Stop. I'm now at a
So when you say are you talking about like city buses?
like a city bus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I ride that for 20 minutes. I've got my luggage with me. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's super fun. Then I'm at a stop where there's lots of bus stops, and I can't really figure out what bus I'm supposed to get on. Miss my bus. I should also point out I didn't really do my due diligence. I didn't do my due diligence on like the bus fares
Okay.
because when I got on the first bus,
Oh, no.
it was like $1.
Yeah.
And it was only cash was the only option.
Okay.
No Apple Pay. I only had a 5. So they got a 5.
Oh, my
no
gosh.
change. I get to my first bus stop and I don't know what bus to get on and I miss the bus. So I'm waiting for the second bus and I get on it and I ride it to the stop. I get off. I realize I've missed my stop. This stop that I was supposed to get off on was the one before.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to walk back. I get to Union Station, which is in LA, like in LA proper.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have to board what's called a flyaway bus. I take that to LAX.
Oh my gosh.
I get off at LAX. I walk to the rental car bus spot. I wait for my bus for Avis.
Yeah.
I get on it. I get to the car. It took me 3.5 hours. It took me 45 minutes longer to get from the Ontario airport to my rental car than it took me to fly from Dallas to Los
Oh
Angeles.
my gosh.
Right.
And then you had to jump in a car.
And then I had to
At
jump in a
LAX
car and
and
drive
drive
for
through.
an hour to Burbank. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Save that money.
You're just not very good at saving money. You got to think these things through.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
So last time you tried to save money.
That is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, moral of this story,
Just
who's trying to save money?
yeah,
Do
just
what's
do
easiest,
easiest.
fastest,
That's
right away.
Yeah. All right. All right, we got a great podcast for you. Today, Chris and I are prepping. We have a show
That's
that
right.
we are doing, that I'm putting on, that you're on. A showcase. Yay. And we're going to talk about what it looks like to prep for a show, our individual processes. Ooh, wide-eyed. And then at the end, we got a
short
new
episode.
What'd you say, Garrett?
It's going to be a short episode.
Chris is like, I'm still trying to figure it out.
I am still trying to figure out how to prepare.
And then we're wrapping with a segment. It's new. We've done comment of the week before. Today, it's email of the week.
Oh my goodness.
We're branching out. All right.
I've got some riveting emails that I would love to share with you.
Is that true?
Hey, I ordered a t-shirt and
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
I don't like it.
I don't know. We've there's been some mix-ups that were not our fault.
I ordered a t-shirt and I got a pillow. All right. Welcome to the podcast. All right. Today we are talking about, we got a show coming up.
Yes.
I'm putting on a show. It's my first monthly show. It's called.
So you're planning on doing this every month?
I am, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna take a little break when the baby is born, which is June 1st. I'll take a present. If you want to send it, you can send me a little cash at Hey Adam Bush. That's my real cash tag. Yeah, we're having a baby June 1st.
Can people send you a Steven Stevens onesie? That's a gift.
I don't have
both
any. I don't have any. I try to keep children outside of the world of Steven Stevens.
I think that'd be best.
I don't want there to be any misunderstandings.
No, I think that's good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, no children's clothing.
That's probably best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think. But Steven could do a personalized message to the baby.
Ira would love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
She would just go nuts over it.
Yeah. I know.
Hey, Ira.
If Luna.
Hey, sweetie. You did so good being born.
If you should send a cameo to Luna. Luna's my 4-year-old.
Has Luna seen any of my characters?
No, but she calls you Chrissy.
Right.
And she would probably go.
Luna is your daughter, by the way.
Luna's my daughter, who's 4. And she would be like, what? She would probably just go, that's so silly.
Yeah.
Which is what she says about most things.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And Gary, I haven't told you, anytime we're in a neighborhood, Luna says, it's like Gary's neighborhood, any neighborhood. I guess you're the only friend we have that lives in a neighborhood.
That's a neighborhood house.
So I'm putting on a show.
Yeah.
It's the first of a monthly show called the Clean Comedy Showcase. It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The first one's happening March 23rd. That's going to be in the past from when you hear this podcast, probably. Or not. I don't know. The first one, March, 7 comics doing from 5 to 20 minutes. And it's happening at Welltown Brewing, which is in Tulsa. And we're very excited. It's about a 75-seater. And It's a free show. So I feel pretty confident that it'll be full.
Yeah.
We're filming it, which is going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're on it.
Yeah.
You're doing 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 20 and close out the show. And we got a bunch of other comics that I'm really excited about. Let's see if I can remember everybody. We got our friend Andrew Welch. He's very funny. Marcus Saputo, who I've done a bunch of shows with. You don't know him. Lacey Rains, who you don't know. Shauna Blake. They're both very funny. And then I think is that all of us?
That would be 6.
That's 6. Who am I missing? Oh, yes, Nicole Miller. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Nicole Miller.
Yeah, I know
she did
Nicole.
my last show with me. Yeah, you know Nicole. Yeah, so it's going to be a great show, and we're going to talk about what it looks like to prep for this show.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to talk about it?
Yes, this cat just.
Oh, there's another cat here.
Hello, cat.
That's
All right.
Penny.
What's that cat's name? Penny.
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 Yeah. All right, I'll just ask you.
Oh God.
You're going to do 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How do you even start coming up with this set?
Well,
What's the first thing you do? Accept the offer to be on this free show.
Yeah.
Step 1.
That is the first thing I did.
Step 2.
Hold on, let's go write that down. If you're new to comedy, acceptance.
So I'm really excited about this show.
Why?
Because I have been doing a lot of corporate events and a lot of like,
Cha-ching.
well, I just mean like I've been doing a lot of things that are in environments that aren't super conducive to comedy. And so there's a lot of material that I've been doing at these places that has gone okay. But I just want to do it in a setting that's more like for comedy, just to see if it's like it's not anything like super new from what I've been doing, but I've worked on tightening some things and I've added a few wrinkles here and there, and then I have another little chunk on top of a joke that I've been saying for a long time that I want to try out.
You're adding wrinkles? That seems negative.
Sorry, I mean adding little different ways of saying things that I've said before.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Wrinkles seems negative. Like,
I guess you would.
Yeah.
A wrinkle in the.
Yeah.
flow.
I just wanted to correct you there.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate you humiliating me in front of all of our friends.
No, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So you're basically saying that, like, you're basically saying, I'm excited to do comedy in a place where people are expecting comedy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came for comedy.
They came for comedy and are
not
glad
always
that
the-
I'm there.
Not always the case in corporate events.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for those, and those they've
Sometimes
been
it's
fun.
a surprise to
but
people that, there's a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really, and I'm honestly super excited about meeting some people that I've not met before, other comedians.
Well, I'm going to keep you separate from them.
Oh.
But yeah, I think that would be best.
That, you know what? The more I think about it, it's probably for the best.
Yeah. Just to keep my worlds
Yeah.
disconnected.
Well, and people don't typically like me very much.
That's true.
So,
Especially after your set.
yeah.
They're just like, do Steven Stevens. Be that guy.
I was going to make fun of all the other comics. That's why I was excited about it.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like, I want to tear them down.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, so you'll go last.
I'll go right
Oh, yeah.
before you, and I'll just make
Oh,
fun
man.
of everything they say.
That's really going to help with my relationships within the Tulsa
Hey,
comedy community.
That's what I do. You want me?
I'm just being
You want
me.
me there? I'm just being me. I'm like rude.
I make no apologies. I say it like it is.
Yep.
I mean,
speak
you
truth.
invited him, Adam, so
Yeah, that's on you, Adam.
That is on me.
Yeah.
I knew what I was getting myself.
You don't want me to come there and berate the audience and the other comics? Then why did you ask me to come?
That's a fair point. Fair point. Okay. All right. So you're excited about that, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you do a lot of corporate stuff, and then obviously a lot of acting alone on TikTok by yourself, where no one is there.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I wasn't planning on doing any characters while I was there. I was planning on just doing stand-up.
I didn't know that.
Do you think I should try to do a character there?
I think you should do what you want to do. I'm going to think about my own set, if that's okay.
I've never tried a character in a comedy club.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've done characters. It's gone really well when I've done like one of my characters at an event. Like I did a church where Pastor Bobby came and did kind of like a fake message for this fun banquet they were doing. Or it was like an appreciation night for their workers, for their volunteers.
Okay.
And that went really well. I did a birthday party, and Steven showed up and did a roast of the person whose party it was, and that went really, really well.
Okay.
So I've had really good success doing like specific characters that maybe fit in the where it hasn't gone as well as like doing a bunch of characters at this kind of random corporate event.
Yeah.
That I haven't really figured out how to make that work yet. But I'm just realizing right here as I'm in this moment, I've realized that I've never tried it at a comedy.
I think you're underestimating how we as an audience would not be against you just jumping into it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what we're doing on this podcast or the other one. Like one of my favorite things is just to get you to do the character.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
yeah.
and I wonder if there's even anything to like me being with you on stage. You know, like if you're watching online, like Sam Morrell or another comic, like a lot of times they'll post clips from the Comedy Cellar, and there are two comics on stage.
Oh, interesting.
And like they're just kind of riffing back and forth. Like I just wonder if there's anything to like you just like going into it. Like I just like watching you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
In my mind, I feel like I got to have the costume and all the stuff, but you're saying I could just try it.
For
just
me,
doing
you
the
don't.
voice.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
No, it definitely doesn't hurt. Like anytime I can get you to do Chad, or anytime I can get you to do Pastor Bobby, especially.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty excited.
Oh, well, that's good to think.
So I wonder if there's even something to like, maybe it could come up, maybe at the end of the show, I could say, hey, all right, this is my time. Everybody, thanks for coming to the club or coming to the show. I hope you had a good time. Hey, we're going to wrap this up a real fun way. bunch of you guys follow Chris Munch. He's got a bunch of characters. We thought we'd let some of his characters say goodnight to you. Like, you could do it like that.
Yeah.
I can see in your eyes you hate this idea.
Well, you're just assuming that everybody knows those characters.
No, I'm not. I'm just...
He's assuming that everybody likes you.
Yeah, I just think that... I think Pastor Bobby's funny, whether I know you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, understanding the context for it is like a big deal, but...
No, that's good. We could talk about that. The other thing is I'm not crazy about the idea of it being like the ending of the show. Like if you've just finished and you've just done awesome, hey, stick around. And we're
guaranteed.
Well, you just got them in a great
murdered,
a great place where everyone's had a great time. And then it'd be like, okay, one more thing that, well, who is this guy? What is this? It feels like it might be weird. But
maybe there's a way to do it.
Just do it right after Chris's set.
Yeah, it could be just after your set.
Adam comes out,
or maybe I just
because I'm hosting the whole thing. So we could just do it.
Yeah, maybe
could just do it after that. We could talk about that. Yeah,
that's interesting.
All right. So, but to continue the question, you're preparing for your set by just going through your bits, or
basically, yeah.
Okay.
I like I said, I've been doing these jokes corporately, and so I want to try it in this scenario. Sorry, I'm just repeating myself. Yes. I was about to go into a really long answer that's basically the same answer I already gave about 5 minutes earlier.
Yeah, well, hey, it's really great to do an interview wherever I ask a question and then the person just goes, yes. Okay, next question.
Yes.
So you've got, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, like, I don't know what you do, but I like practice saying the jokes. I try to like physically, like I'll do it in like my living room.
I'm sorry, I didn't know we were turning the interview around. I thought I was asking the questions, but now you're asking me. Little rude.
You know what I enjoy?
What?
Is when we're having a conversation and then I ask a question to keep the conversation and including you into the conversation. And then you act like this is an interview. I talk about rude.
That's such a long way to just tell someone, I don't do that.
Now,
yep.
Permission to speak.
Go.
No, so I was saying, if you're asking me how I prepare, like, I would say like vocalizing it and working it up and like acting it out.
Yeah.
In a room.
By yourself?
By myself,
okay.
Or with Lisa, my wife. She's been telling me lately, she's like, I think I'm leading you astray.
Oh, Dice says that all the time?
Yeah, because she keeps saying like, these things are funny to me, but I don't know that they're funny to everybody
Dice
else.
says I'm leading you astray all the time. Yeah.
And I don't know if Lisa's right or not.
I think she's right sometimes, but I think she's as right as you would, as if I was running it by you.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it is just, there's going to be things you think are funny that other people don't, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm rehearsing it out loud in a room somewhere.
Okay.
And trying to physically embody it.
Are you trying anything new?
It depends on which stage I'm in. Like, yes, if I'm like,
I mean, on Thursday, are you going to try anything new?
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably won't actually.
Any new tags at all?
Maybe something.
So
like
new
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But that would probably be stuff that comes out as I continue to like work the stuff up.
Okay. All right.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So. So basically, like you're literally running it like aloud.
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Will you try running through the whole set like almost a dress rehearsal?
I do.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's the only way.
Hey, you know what? It's you. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's just like sketch comedy, like where we would.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing is like, and I don't know. I'm guessing it might not be a great thing, but I'm used to. We would write a sketch, and then we would work on it through the week or whatever, and then we might change stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like a couple hours before we go on, or do a rehearsal on Saturday before the service that night, and then change a bunch of stuff in the hour in between.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm used to kind of like Actually, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say this instead.
Yep.
And so I think for me, that's led to bad performances sometimes where I fail to commit to a joke and I'd be like, should I say this or should I say that or whatever? And then I don't, then I get on stage and I get nervous or something doesn't go right. And then I'm like, all right, what was I going to say? And then I just don't feel like I don't have this in my brain to the point where I can just get through it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That happened to me well, never mind.
No, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard for me sometimes at open mics just because I write every day and I'll do a joke and I'm just like, I'm not able to, like, it's so new and there's so much, I'm trying so much new material that I can't say it the way that I really want to be able to say it to see if it really works.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and that's sort of like comics that say that they don't really write, but they just kind of get on stage with ideas and then talk out those ideas with an audience, I think is so fascinating. But that seems like such a different world to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I could probably do that as a character.
Okay.
That's interesting. I could do that as a character probably. If you just said, Steven, get up there and just start talking. Yeah. I could probably find some things.
That might just be about time. I think I could get on. I know I could. I could get on stage and just start working through some stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I mean, it's
like original stuff that you were just thinking of, or stuff you'd already.
I could do original stuff. I mean, a lot of it's not going to be funny.
Yeah.
But I just did a show. I mean, it's 3 minutes long, but they have a show in Tulsa called the Riff Show, where you draw out of a hat and you have to riff on it.
Oh, that's
cool. Oh man, what did I get? Oh, I got drugs. That was the topic.
Oh, that's funny.
And I thought of a story about the first time I saw drugs, and I just told it, and I got one laugh. It's a joke that it's in my bit on Thursday.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and Tig Notaro, she has this story about having like some bit that she started at 22 minutes long or something.
Yeah.
And
about her
her seeing something. I don't remember. Yeah. In that interesting something. That's what I said. It's about something.
Just a really long bit about something. It's really good.
Yeah. And so you should check that out.
So Chris, we're at 26 minutes.
Oh, we got to go.
So Chris, you'll be just running it through as many times as you can, just modifying, tweaking, and trying to just remember.
As I'm preparing for it, I'll be exploring. So if like I'm kind of going through my jokes and then going like, oh, what if I added this here? Kind of whatever, or finding different ways to connect the jokes together to go like, what's the through line through all of it? And then commit at some point to just more like, okay, now I just need to like make sure I memorize it and can get all the way through it.
Yep.
And I feel like that's the part that I haven't left myself enough time to like really internalize it to where I can get up there. And if something is distracting or something weird happens, I still know it enough to be able to get through it.
Yeah.
And I can find it when like I'll get to jokes that I know really well. And then there's like this ease about, but then if I get into territory, I'm like, oh yeah, how was I going to say this? Then it's just like I tighten up and then I just suck. So anyway.
All right. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that you practiced it aloud like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
In a mirror?
No, you might just do it in the living room.
Just walking around.
I'll just sit in the living room and
okay, cool.
Act it out and try to find funny things to do.
All right, that's great.
Adam, how are you going to be preparing for
do you see what he did?
Show
he asked
on
me
Thursday.
We had to like close it down. I thought I was
so you just wanted it to be about
No, I didn't.
Well, you shut him down last time he asked you a question. It's kind of like,
it really was. I
fair
was
enough.
I really do want to hear. So that's what I do. So what's interesting about what I do, real quick story.
Me.
Again. No, I want to know.
Give us a recap, Chris, of everything you just said.
Yeah, so real quick recap.
Just to say again what I said a second ago, but longer this time. No, talk to me about how are you going to prepare for the show on Thursday?
I'm always preparing for the show.
Aren't you going to ask me the question so I can talk? I ask him the question. I'm always preparing. God.
I was trying to make a joke, and then in the middle of it, I realized what a butthole I really sounded like. And I was like, shoot, this isn't working. Yeah.
I love it.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah. So
You're always preparing. That's a part of your ongoing process because you're always performing.
I'm always performing.
Yeah.
And you're always performing, acting.
Sure.
And so I'm always doing stand up.
Yeah.
And so I'm writing every day. And so I've been working on the material that I have, which is new.
Yeah.
I've not performed it on any show.
So you're doing 20 minutes of like all new stuff.
I'd probably do about 15 minutes of all new stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I did it in LA and I did it in Virginia, which obviously
Gotcha.
nobody saw here. So yeah. So
Very cool.
a lot of it, I'm working on a new special called Audie Body, which is about how weird my body is.
Yeah.
And about having cancer when I was a kid and things like that.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of it is cancer related.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So, so I've been like working on that since I finished my last special in November, and I will be doing that. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I think any adjustments that I'm going to make, I have a few little tags. I'm not going to do anything new, but I have a few little tags that I want to try out that I just haven't had a chance to do.
You're not going to do anything new from what you did like in Burbank, you're saying?
No. I'm not going to do anything. Sure. Yeah. The answer is yes. I'm not doing anything that I haven't already tried out at an open mic or some out of town show.
Gotcha.
So everything that I'm doing it's new, but it's new to Tulsa.
It's new to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I am going to try out a few tags.
Cool.
And just see how those go. It's a pretty friendly audience, so I feel like if something bombs, that's going to be okay. Yeah. So I've had a long running like document going for like the last 4 months that is in order, and I might move a couple of things around, but when
you say it's in order, what do you mean?
I mean it's in order the way that I'm doing it currently,
okay.
right now. Yeah. So to get kind of nerdy on you, the way that I write in a Google Doc, and when I write it in red, and when I try it out and it works, it's black.
Oh, okay.
Like just like regular writing. And then if there are any tags that I add later, I put them in red until I try them out and make sure that they work. And so until they work, they just stay in red. And so, yeah. And then,
so you'd say you're a black comic.
I'm a black comic. Yep. Not a red comic. Not a blue comic.
Not a blue.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. And so in a lot of ways, it's like prep for like, is this working for my special, that sort of thing. And so, yeah. So it's
awesome.
That's kind of one of the beauty. I mean, it says many hours. Like I did an open mic last night and it took 4 hours of my time and I did 5 minutes and it did not go very well for me.
How did it take 4 hours of your time just being there?
Yep. Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous when you're bombing? Like, do you feel like you said, sorry, sounded like I was like, you bomb all the time. But
I bomb. Yeah, plenty.
I just mean
He's
like,
numb
so
to it now.
This particular, like, you could tell it's not going well. When did you know it wasn't going well?
Oh, like 2 words in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, don't you just sometimes feel like this room, I'm going to get up there and I just can already feel like, I'm not, this isn't going to go.
I was more so last night at that open mic. I was more so thinking, Adam, just do this stuff again later. Like, don't write. I didn't write anything down.
So you took 4 hours of your time to get on stage for 5 minutes and quickly realized that you weren't even going to learn anything from this 5 minutes.
You know, what did I learn? I learned how to be comfortable, not doing well.
Well, that was where my initial question was going, was like, do you feel like you're in a place where if it's not going great, you still can just kind of like focus and just do what you need to
and
do?
there was one joke that got a laugh, and I was like, okay, if it got kind of a laugh here, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I'll tell you where it's hard. It's hard out of town, like at a real club, like because it's just an open mic at a bar. That's fine. I'll bomb. I don't care. But at a club, I'm trying to get them to book me again.
Right.
And at the last club I did 10 minutes, and the last 3, it wasn't as strong as the first 7. And so I was like, that sucks. But I learned, and people said, good set or whatever.
Yeah,
And I think they were being legit. And I watched it back and I was like, it was a good set until the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You just, learn. But they'll have me again. I'm sure they'll have me again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, that last 3 minutes, that's what people remember is the ending. So as long as you finish strong.
Yeah. You are supposed to always be killing. That is
No, yeah. I mean, you want to end on a high note.
Yeah. I asked everybody at this show, bring your best. I want this to be a great show.
Yeah.
And I want the brewery to do really well financially so that they'll keep having us come back.
Yeah.
We can keep having stage time. I can keep working on this material. We'll get a good video out of it and just be a success. Like the show be a success.
Wonderful.
All right. We've taken a lot of time, so we got to wrap up with
comment of the week.
Email of the week.
Email. That's right. You changed it. It's normally comment of the week.
It's normally comment of the week.
Sorry, but
here we go.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Email of the week.
Email.
All right, this is the first email we've ever gotten.
Awesome. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, you're very excited.
It's an email to the podcast?
It was an email to the podcast, riskitpod@gmail.com. So if you want to risk it, riskitpod
at
gmail.com.
Now, this takes more effort than leaving a comment.
Yeah,
this
bigger
is,
deal.
I mean, you've got to copy and paste the URL, the email
That's true.
thing into another window.
You probably don't want to send an email.
Wow, you guys are really good at marketing. This is great. This is going great.
It's just so much work.
Corey Peterson.
Hey, Corey Peterson, thanks for sending an email.
He said this, hi, longtime listener, first-time commenter.
Okay.
Love the podcast, love your stories. I like the peek behind the curtain as you guys chase your dreams. It's refreshing. Question, for someone that is an aspiring comic, what is your process for writing? I know you more pull from your stories, but do you think of jokes and ideas that you want to work on and save them for later to work on when you have time to write? Do you write jokes every day? Any help you're willing to give, I greatly appreciate. Thanks. And then he signed himself Biscuit Commenter.
Hey, an official Biscuit commenter.
Yeah.
Not just a Biscuit commenter.
The
Biscuit commenter. The very first one.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. What about you? How do you, I know you pull from stories or whatever. How do you get a joke going?
So I have an ongoing page in my notes that I've just ideas that if I'm walking down the road and something pops in my brain or I see something that's odd or funny, I'll write it down. And then I go back to that and go through and see if it's still funny to me or if it's inspiring. So I usually do it over a period of time. And then I just try to write about it in a funny or like express that idea that I wrote down in a funny way.
You write all your jokes out verbatim?
I don't know that I would say that. I try to write them out the best I can. And then as I'm saying them or rehearsing, then I might tweak it here, or if it feels like it has too many syllables or something, or just try to get it to where it flows better.
Yeah.
Or try to get the funniest word at the end and that kind of stuff. But
I didn't know that about you. I thought you wrote it out all verbatim.
I would say I start there, but I usually don't finish the end there.
Yeah. Funniest word at the end. We haven't talked about that very much, but that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But where I've been really trying, like I think I said this in another podcast, I'm really trying to get better at my premises or my setups, trying to make my setups funny, because it can be really easy to just be like, okay, I'm trying to think of one I'm working on right now, but I know it's like, oh, I'm getting older. It's like, well, that's getting older isn't funny.
Oh, that's good.
But what's a way to say I'm getting older without saying I'm getting older?
Yeah.
In that it's a funny way. So, it's something I've been working on.
It's good. If I think of it, so I write for at least 30 minutes every day.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And when I sit down to write, I mentioned this earlier, but I write in a Google Doc, and everything I'm writing is in red. And I'm kind of nerdy about it. I have headings, like for every joke I have a heading. And so if you go over to the left side of my Google Doc, it's all headings. So if I'm like, I want to work on that, like I go down, I can just click on that. And as I'm working on it, it's in red. Once I try it out on stage, I turn it to black. When I try it out on stage, if it works, I go through and I change it to black, but I cut out as many words as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to get to the punchline as quick as I can. And then, on to the next. And so like, have I written? I haven't written today. So I'll write tonight. So I'll open when I'm feeling inspired, it's fun.
Yeah.
Because I just open it up and I'm like, oh, I can see funny jokes about having drop foot, which means you can't walk on your heels. And so I'll just like start writing a bunch of stuff about drop foot. Tonight, because I've been so busy, probably what I'll do is I'll just be like, I'll probably go to like down at the bottom of the page, I have just like ideas like, oh, this is something funny. It's funny that I don't know, whatever. They always take 12 vials of blood, which seems like a ton of blood whenever I go to the hospital. So I'll be like, all right, is there anything there? And I'll just start writing there. And I write for at least 30 minutes. And I've been trying to up it to an hour every day. And I've only been able to I've only done that once this week, but 30 minutes a day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Even if I haven't written and I'm going to bed, I'll be like, dang it, I got to write. So I'll write for 30 minutes. Yeah. The other thing I do, exercise, I haven't done it in a little bit. Another exercise I'll do is I'll look up news articles and then pick something and write a joke about it.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't do that as much because I'm working on my special, but
Yeah.
And I heard Neil Brennan say one time, try a joke at least 3 times on stage. If it works, somewhere in there, you've given it a chance.
Yeah.
I have a hard time doing that. If it doesn't work one time, I have a really hard time trying it again.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for your excellent question.
So the advice to an aspiring comic is write every day.
Write every day.
Write every day. Perform as much as you can. Gare, anything from you?
I do exactly what both of you do.
For comedy? It's weird. I've never seen you perform.
Oh, I don't perform yet. I'm still working my way up to
still in the writing
new
process.
information to me.
But I hope to get invited to one of your comedy shows.
Gare, you're invited officially. You can do it. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of invited, thanks for inviting yourself to the podcast. It helps us a lot if you like and subscribe.
You are welcome here.
Leave a comment. Also, if you share it, that's a big deal.
Big deal. That helps us.
A big deal. Oh, that big sound.
Okay. Gary's son Brady decided to enter the room. Appreciate your quietness.
Let's see. What else we got? Oh, you can follow me at Hey Adam Bush on the socials and Chris Much Comedy.
Chris Much Comedy.
At Chris Much Comedy on the socials. And hey, if you're in Tulsa, August 26th.
Yes.
You're going to get so tired of me talking about that.
I'm excited for you.
August 26th, big show, Bricktown Comedy Club in Tulsa. I'm opening for Dustin Nickerson.
Woo!
I'm very excited.
Ow!
You can get, thank you.
Yeah.
You can get tickets at bricktowntulsa.com. Come to the show. Let's pack it out. It's an early show, so you got time to come to the show, have some dinner, get home in time for church on a Saturday. Get home in time to get to bed at the reasonable hour.
That's right.
It's
maybe get a little work done before
it's
bed.
It's a very responsible show.
It's very responsible.
Yeah, so come to the show August 26th. I know it's early, but I want to pack it out.
Let's pack it out.
Yeah. And
Is it matinee pricing?
What'd you say?
Matinee pricing?
Matinee price. Yeah, I think it's there's VIP pricing.
Ooh.
Yeah, which means you get a little closer. So get that VIP. All right. Hey.
Okay. Thanks so much for listening and watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
All right. Love you.
See ya.